like, if you keep going this way on this road, you go up into those mountains, and you go like another 60 miles, and that's where my cabin is. Well, actually, I have 2 cabins, which is how my parents met. There was like this really big storm in 88 or 89, and my mom's crazy and decided, hey, I'm gonna go up there with one of my friends. And so she got up there, and like, you usually drive down a dirt road like, I don't know, a mile or so into the cabin, and she decided that she was gonna go up there. So she had to walk in with her friend and my brother and her friend's kids, and like break into the first cabin, because there's like, I don't know, 15 cabins right around there. They break into the first cabin because they were like dying, basically. They were freezing and stuff. And she ended up like finally getting to my dad's cabin, which is the one right below ours. And she knew my grandpa before she had met my dad, and she called them and asked him what to do and stuff, and he told her, like, you know, stay warm, you know, eat this, do this, whatever. And he sent my dad and his friend Mikey up the next day. And so my dad got up there and was like going through, because like she had dropped stuff carrying it in the night before, and he was like going through it and picking it up, and I guess my mom basically started cussing him out and yelling at him because she thought some creep dude was just grabbing her stuff off the snow when she was trying to get it. And I don't know, I guess he ended up getting the hot water going, and that's how love starts. And yeah, so things happened and I was born. It was an accident. It's okay though, I'm happy. It was fun, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't really know what I meant by that, but okay. So I have 2 cabins. My dad's side of the families and my mom's side of the families right next to each other. But I usually stay in my mom's side of the cabin because like my grandma on my dad's side is kind of crazy. She's really like, you go up there and a rug is like an inch off where it used to be, she'll flip out. So we usually stay in my mom's cabin. But like, it's nice because my dad's side of the family owns like 30 snowmobiles or something, but usually there's like 10 up there that are like just the family ones. Everyone owns their own, really. And so like, we go up there in the snow, and I get to go ride all my dads and my grandmas and stuff, and it's really fun. And that's where I learned to snowboard up there. And I don't know, it's really pretty. I actually have a picture on my phone that I should put on Facebook. You can see it. I'll put it on later. But oh, right here, that little racetrack right there, that's where I raced my first motocross race back in like, I don't even know, 2001, 2000? It was fun. No, I guess it was 2001. But it was cool. I got like 6th out of like 7. But it was fun. That's where it all started. So, let's see. What else should I talk about? And then, in Fort Bragg, which you probably have never heard of because nobody really cares about Northern California beaches, they only care about Southern California, but it's like this little town on Highway 1 that's like that way, somewhere over those streets and over some mountains, that my dad's side of the family has an ocean house. It's really, sorry, I dropped the camera almost. It's really nice. So I'm sorry this video is like, what, 12 minutes long. I've been talking to myself for 12 minutes. You better know I love you. This like doubles both of your videos put together, okay? And I feel like a dork. I am a dork. But I'm your dork. So, I don't know. What else should I talk about? Because I'm not to school yet. I don't want to stop talking. But you know, if you're bored, you could just like pause the video and like remember where you were and come back to it like in a week or something. It's okay. I understand. I talk a lot. I hope you don't hate that. I just realized, like, what if this thing is like recording and it's like shooting over my shoulder and you can't even see my face right now? That's gonna be really embarrassing. But I don't know. Let's see. Now it's finally 2 lanes on the highway and we can go the speed limit. I mean, that's amazing right now. Look, there was like 3 semis going. I don't even know. But like, there's always a cop hiding under this bridge up here, like every day, so you can't speed. Fun fact, right there. So if you're ever driving in this part of California and you come across this bridge, slow down. Watch, there's probably not going to be one today, now that I said this. Nope, I don't see one. But, so I totally almost backed out right into a cop car today, because she pulled someone over, like, right in front of my house, and I didn't even notice, and I, like, put my car in reverse and started to back up and looked at my mirror, and I was like, you're in my way, and I had to, like, sit there and wait for her to, I don't even know, she was just, like, talking to this lady. It's probably one of her friends that she pulled over for, like, April Fool's Day. But, so I just sat there and waited, and she finally left, and then I went to school. I got gas, and now I'm talking to you, and now I'm getting on the freeway, and yeah. See, look, I live in nowhere town. Just fields and flatness. Oh, right there, that, like, shoot, sorry, that, farm place, it's like a pumpkin patch in the summer, and it's so legit. Like, I used to go there every year as a kid and get, like, tons of pumpkins, and then, like, we have a big garden on the farms where we grow pumpkins, and so then I'd get a ton of pumpkins from there, and I'd have, like, 30 pumpkins for Halloween, and I'd carve them, like, all day one day, and I was crazy. I am crazy. You're crazy for liking me, for loving me, my bad. But I'm sorry I talk so much. I just figured I'd ramble about my life. And I hope you like this video a lot. Because I talked for 15 minutes and for nothing if you don't. But I'm really weird. And you probably know that. Obviously by now. And see, when the camera tilts like that, I'm actually steering, so it's not like I'm just moving the camera. Now I can never ever get out onto this road, like, cause the light never turns green for me, and there's always like 50 bajillion cars coming from Chico, which is that way, and so now I have to wait for all these cars. Blah 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 blah. Oh, and my grandma lives like up in those hills, that way. My grandma on my mom's side, her name's Ruby. Oh, okay, and my mom's name is Debbie. Just figured I'd fill you in on family names now. Yeah. So this is finally get out onto this road. And then keep driving. I'm almost to school now. Can you believe I've been driving to school for like 25 minutes? It's amazing. But that's what happens, I guess, when you get to a program that only operates out of a school that's not close to you. So yeah, that's a fun fact. But really tired. I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night. So if I have like terrible bags under my eyes or I look like crap, that's probably why. So yeah, because I was stupid and I procrastinate, and I try not to procrastinate. But when you have independent study packets, like, you don't concentrate on those, you concentrate on your other classes. And so I always do good in my other classes, and then I'm like, last minute, I gotta do packets tonight, and they take forever. And yeah, so I have to go finish that today. And I have to go talk to Julie, who is like my advisor, but she basically loves me because she's awesome and I'm awesome, and she's just really funny, and I know how to get along with adults really good. So we always talk and stuff, and she's gonna help me because we have to fax the University of Idaho my transcript that proves I'm taking Calc 3 right now, so that I can register for differential equations in the fall, which is gonna be fun. Yay.